there, heathens. How y'all doing? I'm stealing the intro. I'm just checking to make sure it's in focus because I've already shot this video once and I don't tend to edit and like remake videos, but it was completely out of focus and I looked over there and didn't even realise that it was out of focus, so I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just going to keep checking now to see if I'm in focus. But that intro is from one of my favourite atheists. He is Godless Engineer. Quite a good channel. So, alright, so now I have to restart again. Okay, we'll go a bit quicker. First one, the soap edger tool that I sell. One of the little scrapers is not shown on the website. Now, I've only been including it probably for the last month maybe. I just haven't told anyone. What it does, you can see here, is it makes the corners really rounded. Like, you can see how there's the beautiful roundness to it. Not on here. Soap matches my fingernails. My hair's going to match my fingernails soon. Although my fingernails won't match my hair because I'm getting them done on Wednesday. So this little scraper makes the soap rounded outwards rather than inwards. Like all the other ones shape the soap inwards. This one specifically does this. I don't think anybody else makes one that does this, and the reason why I haven't put it on the website is exactly that. It's like the soap edges, everybody makes basically the same shapes, right? There's only a certain way that you can shape your soap on the edges. So because I've come up with something that I haven't seen anywhere else, I don't want anyone else to take my idea. And if they want to take my idea, they're just going to have to buy the edger and have a look at it themselves. So you will get that if you buy the soap edger set. This is for an order. It's just not shown on the website, but you will get, if you bought a soap edger in the last probably 3 weeks at least, you would have got it, and you'll know it looks different than all the others, and you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Alright, I'm going to stop waffling. I told you guys in the live... still in focus? I don't understand how I'm in focus, that's in focus, and that's not in focus. How does that work? The background should not be in focus. I hate webcams. I really do. And I'm itchy because I have soap in here and I've been touching it. I told you guys in the live that I have made a bigger extruder. Oh God, I've made it so long ago, and this is the sort of thing I do. Like, I make things and then I just leave them and I just forget about them, or I just don't bother releasing them, and then someone else will release it and I'll go, oh shit, well, you know, it just looks like I'm copying now, so I'm just not going to bother releasing it at all. And I made these really cool things that you sit on your soap, and my idea was to use mica and sort of pat it on, brush it on, whatever, and you get really cool designs on your soaps. But it turns out that sorcery soaps, that's what they're called, have now released these soap stencils, which are basically what I was doing, but I wasn't doing like whales and stuff, and I was doing like paisley and it's like, well, you know, I don't really want to look like I'm copying, so especially someone who is, you know, as visible as B. And I don't want her to think that I'm copying either, because I quite like her. Not that that sort of has any relevance that I like someone, but anyway. So yeah, but this happens all of the time. And then I was talking about the big extruder, and someone messaged me and said, oh well, you do realise that I dream in soap has also released a big one, and I was like, fuck, whatever. It's been sitting here now, and I'm just sick of it because I didn't copy. We just happened to do the same freaking thing. Anyway. I was going to take this out again because this is the second time I've shot this video. So, we have the small, which is the 24mm. We have the large, that was the large, which is the 40mm. We now also have the 53mm. So, I am super excited to see what you guys do with, not specifically the snowflake, but with the with this size extruder. I'm really looking forward to the designs. I have a whole bunch of new extruder discs in the works. A lot of them will just be, I think I'm just going to sell them singularly because they're not sort of like, I don't have a whole bunch that are a theme. So, but they are coming. But yeah, this is the new size. Now when I test things, I like to test as quick as possible because, you know, there's no point waiting 16 hours to test something. So when I tested this size, I don't print the whole tube because the whole tube, just the tube, takes about, I think about 17, 18 hours. Yes, just the tube on one printer takes 17 to 18 hours. Just the tube. These caps take about 6 hours, I think, 7 hours, something like that. So yeah, so that you can actually see how massive this is. Like it's crazy. Like the next size down is smaller than like just that hole. So yeah, so she's going to require some soap dough, guys. I swear, a whole shit ton of soap dough. But yeah, no, I'm really excited about what you guys do with this. Super excited. So, but yeah, that's on the website. Yeah, it's listed already. I mean, I didn't even keep that as a surprise because I sort of have been talking about it for a while anyway. So, yeah. That's over there because I've got to go back into the order. Next up is the bubble baskets. They are done, sorted. Was mostly just waiting to have the time to print the bigger ones so I could make sure that there was enough difference, which is really good because, like the extruder tool, funnily enough, the reason, I mean, I could have just resized it and gone with it and went, yeah, no, that's fine, it'll be fine. I don't need to test it. If I hadn't have tested it, I would have found out after a 17-hour print, well, more than 17 hours because 17 hours for the tube and another 6 hours for the cap, so a day's worth of printing, I would have realised that the thread was a little bit too small and it sort of wobbled in there. So this is why I do what I do, because I like to test everything, just make sure it's, you know, not too sketchy. Boys, I don't really want to sell you sketchy shit. Yeah, so when I made the little ones, I liked the size. I think the sizes are perfect in these ones. These are great for like little bubble bars. And then for some reason, when I made the bigger ones, I kept the height. Like you can see the difference in the size. But for some reason I kept the height the same size. I printed one out and I went, no, that just looks stupid at that height. So you can see there's a height difference as well. The handles are interchangeable between the round and the square. They are flush, so they look really neat once they're on there. They won't break if you're careful with them. Like if you yanked on this hard enough, I'm not going to, but if you yanked on that hard enough, you could probably snap it. But I mean, if you're yanking on it that hard, that's not because, and it snaps, it's not because I did a bad job, it's because you're just a little too rough with your tools. But anyway, that's that done. So yeah, so the square, that's the difference in the size. The smalls are the same height and roughly the same diameter. Actually, they're exactly the same diameter, of course they are, because the handles sit flush on both of them. And then again the same with the big ones. So yeah, they are ready and up on the website. I can't tell you how much they are because I don't think I've figured that out yet. When I'm filming this, they're not on the website. When you see this, they'll be on the website. There is a little bit of time frame difference between you seeing these and me actually releasing them. So, new stamp, pretty dandelion. This was a custom request, and it turned out so nice, and I was so stoked that it printed that I thought I'm going to add this to the collection of 4,000 stamps. So that'll be there as well. Alright, so we have 4 new bath bombs. Right, first one. I don't know why I take them out because then I put them back in. First one is a crescent moon. This is the 60ml. You can see in there. So yeah, that's 60 at its largest point, which is from here to here, I think. And that comes these 4 are just in 60ml and 80ml. I haven't bothered with the other sizes because I've noticed that the other sizes are not very, very, very popular. The 60 and the 80s are the ones that people are buying. So these 60s are good for a small, and then the 80s are like a nice handful of bath bomb. So yeah, so crescent moon, which I think is just like super cute. I'm thinking I'll probably at some point make like a cute little kawaii face or something in there, or put some little spots on there so it's like a little cheesy moon or something. I don't know. Inspiration hasn't really struck yet. I just know that I will at some point have something in here. This one I was so stoked with because it turned out so cute. Look guys, look, it's a skull. Finally. Am I still clear? Yes. It's so grainy. I'm sorry. This camera's shit. But I mean, it doesn't go flat. I can film for like 17 hours if I wanted to. Well, I don't know. I don't know how big a file 17 hours would be. These ones get pretty big as it is. Yeah, so it has a blank for the back of his head, face for the front of his head. Again, 60ml and 80ml. This is the 60ml size, so you can see it's fairly small, just like a little compact little one. I think he's really cute. The 80ml's bigger, obviously. That was a really stupid thing to say. 80ml's bigger, because no one knows that 80ml's bigger than 60ml. You're all too stupid. Alright, now I'm just going to move on, show you my phallic rocket ship. Okay, so back's blank. And the front. Oh god, this is a story that I've already told you once, but I'm going to tell you again because you're not going to see the other video. What it actually looks like is this. Okay, so these little windows in there, and this is the actual. It bounces. 60ml. This one is 40ml. Also has no windows. Funny story. When I modelled this, when I did the windows, for some reason, I don't know how I did it. It's not the first time that I've done it. I left a little gap between this part here and then the windows, which were a separate object, right? Exported that out into Cura to make a file so it would work in the printer. Didn't notice, set it all up, set the print going, come back out, and his little windows were like all skew-if and mostly hanging off, and then I went, and his windows went fling. It's like, Jesus Christ. It turns out that, I'd left like, I don't know, about a mil or so, 2 mil maybe. I don't know. There was air between this part and his windows. So it printed on the printer, and it when it extruded out, it obviously, because of gravity, it falls down onto this, but because this is way cooled by now, it's not really going to stick to it. So, but anyway, this is what it looks like now with the fixed windows, which don't flick off. Like, oh, I'm so stupid. But yeah, again, that's the 60mm, just for size comparison, because I actually did print a bigger one. And this is the 80mm. So you can see 60mm is a good size bath bomb if you just want like a little small bath bomb, or a little, just a little something. But then the 80mm are like a nice big hefty bath bomb. So that's that. Right, and the one that you guys have requested probably more than any other bath bomb is the mermaid tail. I am sick of you people. No, not really. I'm joking. But yeah, it has been quite surprising how many people have requested this. So it's done, finally done. I tell you what, and this, funnily enough, this one taught me things that now make my bath bomb modelling easier. So I like the mermaid tail. I didn't want to do the mermaid tail because it's funny because when I get a lot of requests for something, it's like, it's common, I don't want to make it, which is stupid because I like making what you guys want. And yeah, so I think that's probably why I put it off for so long. But anyway, it's done now. So we have the bottom cup, which is blank because who cares? And then the top cup, I have two different options. I have the one that has the lines in it. You can see their lines. And then we have one which has the infill of the lines, so it's more like a stamp. So you'll be able to choose between which one you want. You can't use them together because they're opposites, because they're meant to sit on the top. So yeah, there's that. Now that is the 60mm. So again, you can see it's 60mm at its widest point. So it's only a fairly small bath bomb. And then the 80mm, you can see the difference, is quite a bit bigger, and it's got some, it's a good to hang on to. I don't know why I want to be hanging on to bath bombs. I don't know why I do that. It's a thing. I do, which makes no sense. But yes, so there's that. So you finally get your bloody mermaid tail. I hope you are all happy. I am also working on whatever else has been requested. I have a list of things that I want to make, and then when something is requested, I add that to the list, and I always highlight it in like fluorescent yellow to know that it's been requested, because I would prefer to make things that you guys actually want rather than just the shit that comes out of my head, because sometimes the shit that comes out of my head is not particularly popular. So there's that. All right. Told you that. I was going to release the bookmarks, but I've decided I'm going to put some cute little tassels on them, so they're not being released. If you haven't seen the bookmarks, you don't know what I'm talking about, so you can just wait. You'll be right. Don't worry about it. FOMO. PVC pipes are back in stock. The colours have changed on some of them. Most of them. I took a disc of each colour filament to Bunnings with me. This is ages ago. This was like, oh God, not even this year. This was last year. Was it? I think it might have been. I think it was before Christmas. and did my very best to colour match. Now I've used Rust-Oleum for most of them, and the other one is Squirts, which is actually really good paint. I was surprised. Usually I just prefer to use Rust-Oleum, but I couldn't match all the colours with the Rust-Oleum, so some of it is Squirts. But it goes on like as thick as the Rust-Oleum. It's really good paint. I really like it. And it's a primer and a paint, same as the Rust-Oleum, which I always sand the PVC pipe before I spray it, but having that primer in with it, I don't have to prime them and then paint them. I can just use the primer and paint all in one. Anyway, for some reason I'm running out of breath and I don't know, whatever, I don't know. So yeah, so they're as colour matched as can be. I think I got all of the colours. There's fairy floss, there's pastel blue, there's the pastel green, there's blue, green, yellow, orange, red, pink, purple. Yeah, no, I think I got it, and black. There's no white because boring. I suppose I could paint white ones. Why would I want to? Honestly, unless I covered it in glitter, what would be the point? This chair, this will be the last video, hopefully, and I'm so sorry that I look so friggin' stoned. I'm having a hard time. I'm so tired. I've been up since 5:30 yesterday afternoon, and I'm pretty sure, did daylight saving happen? No, that might have been the night before. I don't know. I'm tired, and my neighbours are noisy, and yeah, and I have things to do, and I'm tired, and I'm sorry. So yeah, so I'm not stoned. If anyone has been around this channel long enough, you know that that would never freaking happen. Not a fan of drugs. But anyway, waffling. PVC pipes back in stock. There is 2 of each colour. So in the green, for example, stop doing that, that's noisy. There is 2 green small PVC pipes, 2 green large PVC pipes. So there's, 2 of everything. So there's a fair amount there. I have more PVC pipe down in the shed to cut. I found the grinder the day before yesterday, so I think I found the grinder. Okay, no, I did. Yeah, so if run out, I can actually cut some more. Slowly finding things, like you can see in the background, things are starting, no. Oh my god, over there. It's like, I don't know which way is stuff. I'm finally getting all my paper things all organised over here, which is really good, and the printer's behind me. I still haven't set up the 2 new printers yet. But I'm getting there, so yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying it. It's nice having a shelf I can put some things I like on, and then everything else is work. But also there's a piano over there, but I've got a cupboard in front of it, but I've got a few things sitting on top of it as well, so my BTS dolls and an alien, like an alien, right? Okay, yeah, sure. Made no sense. Xenomorph alien. Alright, waffling again, and this one is actually 2 minutes shorter than the last one, so, and clear. So there you go. Alright, thank you for joining me. I will see you guys for the next one. Don't forget to always keep sending in ideas, requests. Can't guarantee I'll make them, but sometimes one of you guys will say something and it'll just spark an idea in my head, and I'll run with it, and we end up with new products. So, okay. I'll see you for the next one. Bye. What was that?